Jasmine, and today's video is going to be very special. Why? Because I have got some really great expressions for you wherein you need not to be a very fluent English speaker. All you need to do is just tweak a little bit here and there and you can sound very smart. So I have collected somewhere around 30 sentences which you can tweak a little bit according to your comfort and you can sound extremely smart in English language. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. So the very first expression what I have for you is, in simple language we normally say is, I don't have any money. I don't have any money, but you can always say I am flat broke. Second is that I slept very well. Instead of saying I slept very well, you can always say I slept like a baby. So it seems to be that you slept very well, you had a sound sleep. Third is I am confused. I am confused seems to be very old fashioned and it is little old as well. So instead of saying I am confused, you can always say I am bemused. Instead of bemused, you can always use perplexed. Perplexed is a synonym of confused. So you can always replace the word confused with bemused or perplexed. Another one is she is so beautiful. Now who doesn't use these beautiful words? Because beautiful is a very common word and we use it a lot. Many times we use beautiful whenever we give compliment to someone. So instead of beautiful you can say she is drop dead gorgeous. So she is beautiful, replace it with she is drop dead gorgeous. Another one is your baby is very cute. So instead of saying your baby is very cute, you can always say your baby is adorable. So you are simply replacing the word cute with adorable, keeping rest of the sentence same. But definitely it will make you sound more smarter in English language. So how is it going? It's going great, right? You can simply understand that just tweaking a little bit of here and there and it can make your English sound completely different. With a little bit of practice of these sentences, you can come up with a lot of different kind of situations where you can be very confident without putting too much stress on how to be a fluent English speaker or what kind of reply you are expected to give. Okay, now moving to the next one. I am washing utensils. Instead of saying this, I am washing utensils, you can say I am doing dishes. Yes, that is the correct way of saying is I am doing dishes. Another one is her presentation was interesting. Now if I talk particularly about interesting, then again interesting sounds very old fashioned and it is a very common word. But instead of saying this, her presentation was interesting, you can say her presentation was captivating. And I'm just tweaking a little bit here and there. I'm replacing the word interesting with captivating, but it creates a different impression altogether on the listener. So from now onwards, you can always use captivating instead of interesting. She delivered a great presentation and her presentation was captivating. Another one is, why are you so angry? Now, why are you so angry? We can say it as, why are you so pissed off? Or even you can say, why are you so furious? Or even ferocious. So these are the words which we can use instead of angry. Angry, interesting, these are the words which we have listened a lot of time from a lot of people. But definitely it's time for you to level up your English game now. So these kind of things are really going to help you if you practice a little bit. Another one is, I am extremely hungry. So you can say, I am starving. So I'm not saying here that I'm extremely hungry, but I'm simply saying that I am starving. Next is, I have eaten a lot. We can say, I am stuffed. I have eaten a lot, that means of course you are not able to eat anything more, so you can always say, I'm sorry, I cannot have any more ice cream because I am stuffed. The next one is, I am extremely tired. Now this word we use a lot because many a times we get so tired and whenever somebody comes to us for some work, we simply reject it or say that I am very tired, I'm sorry, I can't do this. But from now onwards, instead of tired or saying I am extremely tired, you can say I am ragged. So I'm sorry, I would not be able to help you with this. So ragged is a synonym of tired. Another one is I don't like it. you like this black sari but I don't like it. So instead of saying I don't like it, you can say I'm not a big fan of it. This is an expression that you are saying indirectly. You are conveying the message that you don't like it, but in a better way you are conveying it. So next time onwards, whenever you want to say I don't like it, you can always say I'm not a very big fan of it. Another one is, why are you in such a bad mood? Or why are you in a bad mood? So instead of saying this or asking this even, we can always say, why are you so cranky today? So whenever we are asking someone that why he or she is in a bad mood, we can always ask them that why are you so cranky today? What's wrong with you? What is the matter? Next is, it's not that difficult to do. Now this is something when it comes to motivate somebody, isn't it? And every one of us needs some motivation at some or the other time. And we say it's not that difficult to do. You can achieve it. Instead of saying this, why not say this? It's not at all a rocket science. You can do this. Next is, I am leaving for Goa next week. So instead of I am leaving for Goa next week, you can say I am heading out for Goa next week. You have come across somewhere around 15 sentences on how you can present them in a better way. So moving to the next set of sentences. Next is, how can you wake up so early? Instead of this, you can say, how can you wake up at the crack of dawn? Dawn means the time of early morning. That is known as dawn. That's D-A-W-N. This is dawn. Next is, eat whatever you want, I will pay the bill. Now instead of this, you can say, eat whatever you want, it's on me. That means I'm going to pay the bill, but you can always say in such a way that eat whatever you want, it's on me. Next is, why are you shouting and disturbing everyone here? Now from next time onwards, you can always say, why are you causing a ruckus? That means causing disturbance. So you can always say, why are you causing a ruckus? Another one is, I'm really sorry or I'm extremely sorry, I can't help you with this. We can say, I'm sorry, my hands are tied. Or even you can say, I'm extremely sorry, but I am helpless. This is a polite way of refusing someone when you are not able to help him or her. So what are we going to say when someone really bothers us? We simply say, she is always bothering me. But from now onwards, you can always say that she is such a pain in the neck. So pain in the neck actually we use for a person who is really irritating or sometimes really bothers us. Next is, she rarely eats desserts. Only in a blue moon, she eats desserts. Now only in a blue moon or once in a blue moon is a phrase specifically which is used when we do something very rarely or occasionally. So for that we use this once in a blue moon. Another one is, the program was amazing. So instead of amazing, we can say the program was lit. And the last one is, Rahul hates to spend money. Whereas we can say Rahul is such a cheapskate. That means a person who hates to spend money on something or whatever. So we can always use or we can always say that he or she is such a cheapskate. I hope these phrases or sentences were very helpful for you. If you practice them a little bit, then you can come a long way. Also, these are such lifesavers because I have included the sentences which can be used on regular basis, even in your day-to-day life or in normal speaking English skills. So definitely this is going to be very helpful for you. Keep practicing. I'll see you in the next video.